Make sure you pussy ass take us, y'all gotta take us together. With my baby. I love him. I love him so much.
This one's for couples. 13 embarrassing questions. Who overthinks everything? Who showers less? Who is always eating? Who has a nicer butt? Who is more possessive? Who drools more? Who is a better driver? Who curses more? Who always sleeps in? Who is always on their phone? Who has the worst singing voice? Who takes the most selfies? Who is the lawbreaker?
The story of Dishaye Stevenson, a kind, vivacious, driven woman who fell for a covert narcissist and was murdered, then dumped in the street. The story takes us to Dallas, Texas, a modern metropolis known for its many attractions, including the Reunion Tower, the Dallas Museum of Art, Dallas World Aquarium, the American Airlines Sports Center, beautiful sceneries, and numerous eateries that will keep your taste buds buzzing. Dishaye grew up in a small, close-knit family in Dallas, Texas, where she was showered with love and attention, and was taught the meaning of hustle and self-sufficiency by her mom at an early age. After graduating Atlanta High School, Dishaye started her own business because she knew that owning her own business was the way to secure herself and family financially. She tried her hand at several businesses before sticking with retail clothing and accessories, as that yielded more profits and was more fulfilling for her. Like a lot of new business owners, Dishaye started selling from her apartment. But as the demand for her clothing increased and she consistently added new merchandise, expanding the variety to include men's clothing, as well as handbags, eyelashes, and more. She opened up a storefront and then in May 2022 got herself a bigger spot to accommodate her growing merchandise. With her sister Jasmine by her side, she was able to do much more. She had completed her tax course in 2021 and joined forces with unlimited taxes and more, and was extending her business prowess because she had goals and always work at improving and up-leveling herself financially. Dishaye was very business savvy, wearing her clothing pieces and showing them off on social media every chance she got, and she had the perfect body to show off her pieces. Almost everything she wore, she sold. And there is no doubt she was destined to be the successful businesswoman she was. And she was just scratching the surface of what she could accomplish in her lifetime. She had a beautiful 17-year-old daughter, Maya, who means the world to her, and a wonderful mom she caretakes for who unfortunately had a stroke and was partially paralyzed. Dishaye had a big heart and she loved hard. She was not afraid to share her time, money, or anything of value to her with the people she loves most. Unfortunately, she loved and shared her heart with the wrong man. A man who has never been loved, has no idea what love is, and was incapable of giving love. His name is Michael Smith. Dishaye met and fell in love with Michael, aka Miracle Measy, a few years back and was looking forward to spending forever with him. However, in 2016, he got into some trouble with the law and was arrested, charged, convicted, and sentenced to 5 years in prison, which puts Dishaye's forever with him on hold. She stood by him throughout his time in prison, visiting him as often as she could, and as soon as he was due to get out on May 17, 2021, she went and got him at the prison.
Yeah, they got my I ain't used to all you can call you know. Yeah, my period. Big red, my period. I didn't got my right. This what they been waiting on, ain't it? Ain't no so bad, my ain't crying and everything. This is my ain't even mad, even no crying. But you get this point, you drive, no, you ride. Come on, girl, got a long way to go to baby. I ain't there. We're beating mine, you say, hey.
Hey,
We got 8 hours, we got.
I can't even.
Baby, you got my ID. That's.
Hey, me too.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
I can't hear you. I will. Okay.
What she say, Mike?
She said have a good trip.
We gonna try to have a good trip. It's a long way back. What's up, cousin? Yeah, I got him. I got him. Yep. Yes. I'm finna fly back home.
Not right here.
Cause my finna eat steaks and shit. You gonna have to pull up today. It's a whole bunch of drunk shit going on at the house. I'm finna take them to see his mama first stop when I get to Dallas. Huh?
You girl like a drunk.
Right. Huh, cousin?
Niggas about that bunch of never got about his eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know nigga finna be in that bag and he ain't in nothing else. Cause he ain't worrying about nothing. He learned his lesson. He good now. Yes. I got my face, my makeup done and stuff. Just to go pick him up. Let me get off. I pick it out live because I don't know if he fantasized about my beauty with my makeup or he just want me to get out live, y'all. But I'm figuring to get up out live. Yeah, I had to go live. I had to go live for you. We had a nice room and everything too.
Within a few days, on May 24, 2021, they were married at a courthouse and later had a wedding on September 11, 2022, which she funded.
What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? I pledge my life, Dishaye unto you. Dishaye unto you. In the name of the God Father, and the Son Jesus Christ, and the Son Jesus Christ, the power of the Holy Ghost. The power of the Holy Ghost. Hallelujah.
Dishaye was in love and extremely smitten by Michael.
My baby, I love him. I love him so much.
She didn't think she deserved him or was worthy of him because he was so handsome. And she was ugly. So she did everything in her power to try and keep him happy. Screaming happy birthday to my husband Mizi. I don't know what I did so great to end up with such a handsome gift from God like you. I love you like I never loved somebody. I've experienced things that I never even imagined life would bring me. And every day I look forward to forever. No relationship is perfect, but you are perfect to me and for me. Your love makes me want to love you better. Your thought process elevates my thinking. You are my everything. Thank you for making me your wife. I truly am the luckiest woman in the world. Happy birthday, my love. She was even planning on having his kids and remarrying him in 5 years.
My son, could I have my son, and then 5 years later, I'm having another one. We're gonna get remarried again.
But Dishaye did not know the real Michael. Michael had a very troubled childhood. He did not have a stable, secure home and had to take care of himself, as he puts it. And he still does not have a great relationship with his dad. Hef my daddy, always hating saying ho shit. I've been taking care of myself since I was 11 years of age. And he continued. We can only imagine what he went through being in the streets trying to hustle and survive, but the streets and the home environment in which he grew up made him who he is, a covert narcissist. Since the day Dishaye met Michael, everything she did seems to revolve around him.
Oh, you want to play this one? Okay, baby. My baby want to play this one. Yeah, my live me through this. I'm going to leave this up. Okay. I like that one, baby.
She would involve him in everything she does, and even takes him with her on her mommy-daughter hangouts. She did everything for her husband, who was comfortable being dependent on her. She even got herself a house to get her daughter out the hood, as she puts it. But she also got it weeks before Michael was due to go home from prison to ensure he would be comfortable as much as possible.
Yes, I got my baby at the hood. We're not in the hood. We're really living like that. We're not in the hood. We're really living like that. Thank y'all so much. It's the kitchen area for me. Don't mind my brother in Big Mook. But I got me my new house today. Almost 1,700 square feet, three bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 car garage, all brick home, period. Leave me alone. I'm doing other shit right now. Coming up next will be my shop, so stay tuned. I will be giving me a shop next. Yes, Brittany cooks. I got to let y'all know when the barbecue, because y'all know I love to cook and I love family gatherings. So it's lit. It's lit. Me and my room right here. My little girl room will be over there, and it's another room. No, that's gonna make up that to be knit room. Yes, jacuzzi tub for me and my nigga. Period. His and her sink. Period. Y'all just don't know how happy I am right now. Like, oh my God. Like, y'all, this shit can't be real. Like, open that up, Big Mook. Because you know we lighting the fireplace. Yes. Thank everybody so much. Some of y'all is really actually true. Everybody really, some of y'all really actually true happy for me. Some people not, but yeah, sis, I can't wait till you come over. You know we having a housewarming and stuff. I'm so excited. Look at my brother, y'all. It's the kitchen for me because I love cooking. My dining room area. Can't wait till I furnish my everything new. Not just past, but new everything. I'm so excited. Y'all just don't know, right, brother? We finna load up groceries in here. Talk. Let me let the garage down. Did y'all see that Challenger parked out there? You know, in my driveway. 2-car garage. Leave me alone. Yes. Look at me, look what I'm trying to show half of the house. You already know, sis. Room on deck. Stop playing. Stop playing, you know, on deck, sis. I'm really living like that.
She should have left him there at his parents' house when she stopped by them on her way from picking him up from prison. But instead, she took him home and married him. She picked him up from prison on May 17, 2021. And within 7 days, on May 24, 2021, they were married at the courthouse. She married him because she paid for the rings. And later on September 11, 2022, she threw them a huge wedding he described as luxury wedding, and she paid for everything, including the clothes and shoes he wore to the wedding. And she had been clothing, feeding, housing, wining, dining, vacationing, and romancing him since then. He wanted all her attention, and for her to always highlight him on her social platforms as a great husband who she loves dearly, so that others could admire him and deem him important. From the outside looking in without discernment, they were the perfect couple. He already let her know in private how to act, and she fell right into acting and did a great job at it. He even fooled her sister and family members, leading them to think he was such a great husband in person because he acted very nice around them.
Like, I done been around him. He never gave me them kind of signs that he would do that to my sister. Like, he never did.
He caught us off guard because he was so quiet. He was so laid back. Like, he was sweet in front of us, but behind closed doors, I just feel like he was a monster.
And she facilitated his fakeness by being all over him, smiling at times, hugging him and saying how much she loved him. And she had to laud him on her social platforms because it mattered to him that people think he's a great person worthy of admiration. He never thinks of her and her needs, and he knew he was hurting her terribly. But in true narcissistic fashion, he continued on, expecting her to continue enduring his abuse, as he expressed in this Facebook post. And I'll just read the 2 lines that sums it all up. "Bae, I know I'm taking through some shit, but keep overlooking the obstacles. This is real narcissistic behavior. Not, I'll work at doing better. Just keep overlooking the obstacles," as he calls it. She placed him above herself, and he knew it. She seemed confident, but she was only confident in her ability to earn and provide. She was not confident or assured in herself. So he played on her emotions. She integrated him into her daughter's life and even celebrated him on Father's Day, wishing him a happy stepfather's day, which he couldn't care less about.
I know you say you hate Father's Day and all that. Hopefully y'all can change that. Come on. I hope you like it, okay? Come on. Okay, go Mike. Okay, babe, let's go read the book. Okay, what do you say?
Look at how he's trying to delight himself with her while on Facebook Live, not thinking about her, the person, for a minute. Just what he wants when he wants, and she had to stop him. He's so into himself, he's unaware of everyone else. She lauded him on social media even while he was in prison, showing him she was still down for him and reassuring him he was her lifetime partner. On Valentine's Day, she lauded him as the world's greatest husband and the best man any woman could ask for. She took him on vacation to Jamaica for his birthday, and again she lauded him, and she gave him $10,000 cash.
Birthday, baby. You got the girl. And you leave, baby? We turn up, we turn up. We just ate breakfast. Y'all, this is so beautiful, isn't it? Y'all just don't understand. I ordered this Bible. The reason I got this Bible, y'all, you think I've been reading? I told him I'm going to read some couple scriptures of this Bible, y'all. But I ordered this Bible from Amazon. But in reality, it's like a lock safe box. He don't know that what's in there. So y'all had to know I couldn't put the whole 10,000 in there plus the ring. So I don't know how much thousands I got in there with the ring. But I have the rest of the thousands in my purse. So here come Easy. He don't know. And his last birthday present is going to be on the 7th of April the 7th, which is his last birthday present. I'm be so excited. So, me's about to come. I'm about to give him $10,000 in cash. And I bought him this new ring with it's inside this Bible. And I took his phone, y'all, because he tried to get on Facebook a while ago. I ain't want him to be looking at my shit. Me in Jamaica, y'all, with the vibes. Literally. Ate breakfast. Now, me's don't know what Happy birthday. Happy birthday, huh? You should have stayed over there, shit. Yes, brother. That's right, B. Thank you, my video. Yes, y'all. I think I got good service. Happy birthday, baby. Here you go. I got you a Bible for your birthday, baby. You gotta keep God first, baby. Read John 3:16. Open the Bible. A new ring, baby, and I got you 10,000, but I couldn't put 10,000 in there. Show everybody like your ring. Ooh, look at you. Yes. Let me see, baby. Ooh, look at my. Look at my. Yeah. So I want to give you 10 in cash. I don't know what you're gonna do. You can do whatever you want to. 10,000. I don't know. Yeah, baby. And I got it in there too. The rest of it in there. You're welcome, baby. You're welcome, baby. Look. You're not an egg. My husband with new ice on his hand. Don't play with his. Don't play with his wife. Don't play with my nigga. Those real diamonds. Tell them, baby, we gonna wear nothing for diamonds, baby. Real diamonds. Cost a pretty penny, but it's real diamonds, baby. I'll work for you. I could lose everything today. I know I get it back just because of you. I know you so much, Meezy. Yeah, that's right. New ice for my.
Look at how distracted he was. It's as if she had to constantly shower him with gifts to keep his attention on her. And hear her choice of words, she had to constantly praise him. God sent me a king. I never felt this kind of love before. He treats me like a queen. I married a man, not a little boy. The kind of love Dishaye was bestowing upon this man is the kind of love you would give to someone who is deserving. He was not deserving. And she soon realized he was not the man she thought he was. He was selfish, demanding, unappreciative.
You like that one, baby? Okay.
And very controlling. She would talk with him about it, and he would promise to make changes. But after a while, it became clear to Dishaye he was never going to change, and it became tiring. She was just so tired, she couldn't do it anymore. As she expressed right here in a Facebook post, I'm mentally at a place where I can't afford to freely give anymore. Meaning, if I love you, I need for you to love me back. If I care about you, I need for you to care about me too. If I sacrifice for you, I need sacrifices in return. If I protect you, I need to be protected as well. My mental capacity won't allow me to keep pouring from an empty cup. I can't afford to accept one-sided love and energy anymore. We all deserve to be poured into as we pour into others. By October 13, she was writing, "You all got to stop thinking all your blessings coming from God. The devil will bless you too." By the 14th it was, "Sometimes you gotta blame yourself because you knew better." Accountability. On October 18th, in an almost reminding, self-kind way, she wrote, "Never be afraid to start over." And on October 19th, just 5 days before she was murdered, it was sounding pretty serious, like she was under cheating accusation attacks and needed to defend herself. "If anybody know me or done be around hanging with me, they know I'm faithful as hef when it comes to my marriage and my relationship. I don't cheat. I don't talk to other men. I don't text other men. I don't flirt with other men. I don't even lead men on to even think they have a chance with me. I never and will never have my husband out here looking like no fool. Because when I'm with somebody, I'm with that one man. Why would I risk my steak for some shrimps?" She knew she didn't have steak and he was worse than shrimps, but being the narcissist he is, she had to constantly make him feel important and display it publicly. At this point, after marrying and being with him for over 2 years and getting to know the real Michael, Dishaye knew it was time. Time to rid herself of the baggage that was pulling her down and eating away at her. Constantly giving of her huge heart and big energy and not receiving back was draining and depleting her. So she decided that love was not enough. One-sided love was not sustainable, and she had to let go for herself, her beautiful daughter, and her loving mom. She had told him a couple times before she wanted a divorce she wanted out, but he had talked her out of it. But this time, She was adamant she was done with him. He was never changing. She did not want to live that way anymore. Giving, and not receiving what she was giving in return. She was up-leveling herself financially and making changes to other areas of her life as well. And being with him was not helping. She started out doing what she knows best and caring for him from the goodness of her heart.
Are you really happy? Really was shows.
But she was not okay with him taking over her life, telling her what to do, what not to do, where to go, where not to go, who to associate with, and who not to associate with, accusing her of cheating when he was the one cheating, and taking in all she was pouring out and not pouring anything back into her. She was done. But he wasn't having it. Michael expected Dishaye to stay with him forever, or until he say when, because he knew that she loved him. But all good things must come to an end when there are two people involved and only one is benefiting. But she had to tread lightly. He was the main recipient of her greatness in every way, so why would he want to let her go? Why would he want to let her go and be that greatness to someone else? He'd rather she be dead if he could not continue to be the beneficiary of all that she was giving. So on October 24, 2023, after they had been arguing back and forth in the last few days, and Dishaye was adamant she wanted the divorce, he told her to meet him at his father's housing complex so they could talk about it. But he just wanted to ask her one more time if she's really going to leave him before taking her out. If her answer was yes. He had been using PCP in the moments before asking her to meet him, because that was how he coped with anything serious he had to deal with. Dishaye was hesitant to meet up with him, but narcissists can be very convincing, and considering the love she still had for him, she agreed to meet with him. Upon arriving there, she got out of her car and went into his. He immediately started begging her not to leave him, and making the same promises he made in the past few months when she mentioned divorce. But Dishaye was over the marriage at this point and wanted out, so she said yes. She had to leave for her own sanity and her daughter's sake because she deserved the same love and attention she was giving. He then began to drive off, and Dishaye was instantly worried, asking him where they were going. But he didn't answer. And as soon as he was out of the housing complex and on a lonely stretch away from people, he pulled his gun, put it to her chest, and shot her, then pulled over and threw her out the car with one sandal on her foot, not realizing one was left in the car. He then drove home, parked his car, then went for a walk. While out on his walk, he met up with Dishaye's brother and sister, who asked him if he had seen her. He told them he hadn't seen her and had no idea where she was. He then continued walking around and later ended up at his barber shop. Meanwhile, Dishaye's daughter Maya is trying to reach her, but she's not picking up. Dishaye had dropped her off at her grandaunt's house earlier that day and was to pick her up that afternoon. But it was now approaching midnight, and Maya had been calling her mom on and off since 4 p.m., but getting no response. So she became worried. She was never not able to reach her mom, as she always picks up for her. She then reached out to her mom's sister, her Aunt Jasmine, but she wasn't picking up either. So she decided to call Dishaye's brother, her Uncle Roper's girlfriend, Ashton Hey Big Mook, who picked up, but was also unable to reach Dishaye. They were all worried at this point, so her auntie and uncle decided to meet up and go out to see what's going on. They met up with Dishaye's husband, Michael, who told them he had no idea where she was, as he was unable to reach her as well. They searched through the night, and in the early morning of October 25th, they found Dishaye's car ditched at the Pleasant Village housing complex where Michael's father lives. They had been keeping their eyes and ears open to see if any news would come in about her. And within a few minutes of finding her car, they saw a post saying there was a woman's body found shot to death on the side of the road near a cemetery just 3 minutes from where they were. So they quickly hurried over to the area, and their hearts sank when they saw her clothing. This could not be happening. They told the investigators they had found her car, and the investigators worked quickly to see if there were any camera where the car was found, and sure enough there was. Upon checking the camera footage, they saw Dishaye's car and Michael's car pulled in round about the same time, after which Dishaye got out of her car and went into Michael's car. The car was then there for a while, with them in the car seemingly arguing. Then the car drove off. She was later found unresponsive about 3 minutes from that spot with a gunshot wound to her chest and pronounced dead. The authorities then secured a search warrant and went to Michael's home. Upon arrival, they saw Michael's car in the driveway and noticed blood on the passenger seat, as well as a bullet shell casing and a sandal matching the one Dishaye was wearing when they found her. They discovered several weapons in the house as well, but Michael was nowhere to be found. He was later found and arrested at the barbershop, where he told officers he was under the influence of PCP, which was later confirmed after he was tested. But Michael was used to taking PCP, as he is seen here casually talking with his dad about PCP.
My daddy he gave me this, he said he gonna knock me on my ass.
They said they ain't no Colombian red blood now.
This little bitty shit right here.
If I had some red blood when you called, I'd have missed your motherfucking call, because I'd have been out of there.
But you got some PCP in this or something?
Nah, you got all kind of motherfucking drugs.
So Michael should have known it could cause hallucinations, distorted perceptions, and violent behavior, making him dangerous and deadly. Michael Smith was incapable of giving Dishaye the love she desired and deserved and was giving him. And it's all made clear in his social media posts. Here he is in 2016 rapping one of his songs.
I'm in the hood like domestic violence, connect so silent. He keeps silent and don't connect nobody, protect your body. Cause that 556 try to dissect your body, don't vex about it. In court and all, rest in silence, check your mileage. No more smiling, we wild and breed virus. We robbing murder like 3 pirates.
On March 15, 2022, he wrote, "My Wonder Woman always come through and save the day. I appreciate you for paying attention to me carefully." Then, on April 16, 2022, he wrote, "This one right here, Dishaye Stevenson, a stand-up loyal boss B. Every time I trip, I never fall, 'cause she catch me." So he continued tripping and she continued catching him, until it became too much for her and wanted out. But how could he let her go? How could he let the convenience go? The convenience of having everything taken care of for him and him doing whatever he wants in the process without accountability or any boundaries placed on him. He didn't have to earn anything, so nothing was of value to him. June 25th, my superwoman saved the day. She didn't even need a cape. Constantly needing to be saved and caught, and Dishaye constantly saving and catching him. September 5th, my intake of anger may cause me to have an unwanted outburst, and trust me, I don't know what I said afterwards. Frankly, I gives no hefts. Yeah, he may get so angry to the point of not knowing what he say or do, and he doesn't care. December 31st, he continued telling on himself, "Soft voice mixed with humbleness can be mistaken as vulnerability, but don't allow the light voice to fool you. I'm a lion in disguise, you may be mistaken as a meal." Wow. Just wow. He was telling who he is and was already having Dishaye as a meal. And to close his chapter off, here he is in May 2023, rapping, "I don't deserve the hate, so I'm increasing the murder rate."
You leaving Earth today, refresh the plate. I'ma short you in the purchase bait. It hurt to say the industry only search for fakes. It hurt my fake district, it turned it to hurt my case. Fresh 48, sucker the greedy like the curse of hate. And I don't deserve the hate, so I'm increasing the murder rate.
Based on his music and his choice of music, he has a gangsta vibe with a thug attitude, and it's no surprise he went to prison, spent 5 years, and is now on his way back. Experiences and situations shape who we are, especially in the formative years. And Michael seems not to have had a stable or safe environment based on this post and others I've seen, helping to shape who he is. The way he is speaking of his dad and taking care of himself since he was 11 years old. But regardless, there is no excuse for anyone taking another person's life unless, of course, that person threatened theirs. And Dishaye did not threaten Michael's life. All she wanted was real, genuine love from the man she married and was giving all her love to. Dishaye was absolutely being abused. But aside from being financially and emotionally abused, no one knows if she was being physically or verbally abused. But we all know how covert narcissistic abusers operate. They know how to physically abuse their partner so that no one knows but them. They usually hurt the areas that are hidden or can be easily hidden, but they do not hurt their face, neck, lower arms, or feet. Because being admired and looked on is important is major to them, they treat their partners differently when they are with other family members or friends than when they are alone. In front of them, they appear nice and caring to her, but abuse her physically and/or verbally when they're alone together. Like many women who are abused suffer in silence, Dishaye suffered in silence. According to her sister, Jasmine Stevenson, Dishaye is highly secretive and only shares what she wants them to know so as not to thwart their good perception of him.
She was going through stuff, but who don't, but we won't know like how deep it was or what all she was going through because she was very secretive. She just gonna tell you what she wants you to know, because, a lot of people go back and talk and, stuff like that. So she wasn't giving her all or telling everything. Like my niece probably know more than anybody because that was like, they was best friends, it was just always them. So she would talk to my niece and they'll be talking all times of the night about how he treating them and, but it never got back to us. We just got what she wanted to tell us.
She would tell her small portions such as how underappreciated by her husband she felt, thus thinking about divorcing him, but would stop short of sharing the abuse she was enduring at his hands and/or words. In the end, 39-year-old Michael Smith murdered 34-year-old Dishaye Stevenson because he was losing control of her, and we hope he will be convicted and severely punished for this horrendous crime. One can only imagine what the family is going through right now. Her daughter's confusion and hurt, her mom's unquenchable pain, and her sister's emptiness.
Why? You could have picked her up. You could have did anything else. So why did you take her from my niece? Like, I don't understand. I would respect him more if he tell me why. She did everything. My sister did everything for him. It was nothing he couldn't ask her for. She did everything. She did everything in her power to show him that she loved him no matter what. Like, I just don't understand. I just want to know why. Why would you take my sister from us? Like, why? She didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve to be thrown out the car, whatever you did. Like, she didn't deserve none of that. You could have took her legs, her fingers, anything. Like, why would you take my sister's life? You say you love my niece, bro. You can't love her. You took the only thing that she had. The only thing. Yeah, she got us, but it's nothing like her mama. I just really want to ask him why. She always wanted that happy life. She was saying divorce, but he always come back and make her feel better. So it was just, she just loved him. That's it. Like, she always wanted it to work.
But her brother is taking it real hard in deep distress because he was the one who gave her away to him at the wedding. As I watch this video 1,000,000 times, I just cannot stomach this pain. This was the one right here. Nothing else left in tank. My big sister. My baby. The one who acted as if she was my mama, my wife, my best friend, my partner. All the above. Sister, I'm crushed, man. Never in 1,000,000 years I'd think I'd lose you to a sucker. A coward. He didn't want to see you win, sister. He brought you all the way down to your lowest. You did everything right as a wife. You were that perfect one, but just not for him. Those long convos we had, days at a time, about this dude, man. If you know, you know. But you were ride or die for your husband. You did not deserve this. This man looked me in my eyes and lied to my face, knowing he had already unalived my sister. I knew something wasn't right. That night, morning, just keep replaying in my head over and over. You passed, and your niece is born not even 12 hours later. My baby's birthday is the same as my sister passing. I'll never be able to enjoy this. This is so sad. A joyous moment overshadowed by pain. Dishaye was living her best life, doing things for herself and her daughter, what her mom could not do for her growing up. Everything she touched seemed to turn to gold, except her husband, who was secretly jealous of her success, even though he was benefiting from it. She was showing this man the time of his life, allowing him to enjoy things in places he would not have otherwise enjoyed. Yet, he took her life. Michael's action affected many people. He took Dishaye away from her mom, sister, brother, and other family members and friends. But most of all, he took her away from her daughter, and her life will never be the same again. Many children are being left without their moms today because a man who came into their mom's life in less than a few years have taken them out in such short space of time. When, as in this case, Dishaye's daughter Maya, who has had her mom for 17 years, now has no mom because of a man who has spent less than 3 years being with her. Think about that for a minute. Ladies, don't let men tell you otherwise. Men are designed to be the providers and leaders. We were not meant to be provided for or to be led, unless of course we are incapacitated. There are men who will tell you what they know you want to hear, and they will have the best sex with you. Those men will stick around and enjoy the benefits of having you do everything for them while they figure out their next move or moves. But they will not love or respect you. In fact, if you are highly successful and driven, like Dishaye was, they will become jealous of you. And that jealousy will lead them to want to bring you down, dim your light, so to speak. And the jealousy will show up in many different forms, such as constantly accusing you of cheating, telling you who you can and cannot speak to or be associated with, telling you where you can and cannot go, telling you you're spending too much time with your family, and many other things that are geared towards lowering your frequency and vibration and making you become low in spirit and less vibrant. Now they can shine, using up all your energy and resources. If you look at all the clips I've shown throughout this video with both of them together, you will see the body language and attitude of Dishaye's husband screaming, "I'm not that into you." She wanted so much for him to love her like she loved him. She thought if she showered him with everything he needs and wants and don't even realize he needs, he would start loving her the way she loved him. But sadly, it doesn't work that way. I hope this can be a lesson to any woman going through this experience or suspect they may be heading in that direction. Get out. Get away. And do so smartly. Do not tell a narcissist you are leaving him while you are alone with him. And do not agree to meet with him anywhere alone. Be mindful, they are very convincing. If he is already abusive to you in any way or codependent on you, let him find out you are leaving when he is served with divorce papers. And once you tell him the relationship is over, you have to move differently. Get a restraining order. Get a and training. Find out the do's and don'ts of how you can legally off him in your state if he breaks a restraining order. And be ready at all times. Do not let him know you are loaded. As a matter of fact, do not let anyone outside of the law know you are loaded. Word gets around and may get back to him. You do not want him to come expecting you to have a gun. You want him to come thinking you are defenseless. And don't be afraid to use that gun. And don't pull it on him if you're not going to use it. He will not be afraid to use his on you. And ladies, listen to your intuition. Dishaye told her sister days before she was murdered that she felt like she was going to die.
On the 21st, it was my birthday. And she called me, she wished me happy birthday. It was like, you know, normal or whatever. We was laughing, joking. And then she just said, like, "Sister, I feel like I'm finna die." So I was like, you know, girl, whatever, you know, brushed it off or whatever, you know, not thinking that's really how she was feeling. Like, I guess she was feeling her death. So she kept saying her and my niece was gonna come and bring me a gift, but they never showed up. So we had talked Sunday, and she was telling me how he was tripping at the fur, and he was trying to leave her on my knees. He was saying like, she was trying to set him up, you know, flipping out, saying that she was trying to set him up. It was Facebook people out there. It was just some weird stuff, you know. So I called and FaceTime her Monday. She never reached back out to me. You know, she got a busy life, so I was just like, maybe she'll call me back or something. And then I went to sleep just thinking it was normal. It wasn't nothing. Monday night, my niece called me around 12 something, and I was asleep. I was hearing my phone. I was hearing Facebook Messenger, and it was like it was just in my dream, but as I kept hearing it, I eventually woke up, and it was my brother's girlfriend saying that my niece haven't heard from her since fall. She was stranded in my auntie house, and I'm like, what? You know, I don't know. I just was like, that's not her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she never leave my niece, no matter what. She never leave my mama, no matter what. So my brother and his girlfriend came, you know, and we just started searching from 12 all the way up until, you know, we had found her that morning.
What she did not tell her sister was that she thought her own husband, Michael, was going to be the killer. Yet she agreed to meet with him that day when her gut was screaming no, and knowing they were not in a good place. And ladies, if you are not yet in a relationship but looking to be in a relationship, get yourself together first. Be it counseling, therapy, fitness-wise, accomplishing the goals you set for yourself, or whatever may be needed to get you to the point where you esteem yourself highly, so you attract the right caliber of men who also esteem themselves highly. Low-caliber men with mental and emotional trauma will steer clear of you because they know they do not stand a chance with you. Ladies, I feel compelled to reiterate. Please stop doing this. Stop getting in relationships with men who are less successful and less driven than you and trying to care for them like their mama, giving them money and everything else they need. These types of men ego are very fragile, and they will be there secretly jealous and envious of you because they should be the one having all that you have and providing for the family. But they don't have the balls or the go-getting attitude like you do to go get it themselves and be successful. You cannot love them through this. No amount of love or money you give them will be enough. These men become codependent on you. They need you for their existence. And when you get tired and wants to leave, they will not let you. Like many women, Dishaye did what she thought was right. She did what she knew how to do. She gave what she wanted given to her, but she did not ensure the person she was getting ready to pour into was worthy of receiving. Dishaye spent her days catering to a man who did not deserve even one day worth of catering. He takes, and takes some more, and in the end even take her life. May Dishaye's precious soul rest in peace, and may her family continue to find strength and peace in this most devastating time of their lives. What would you have done if your husband or wife asked you to meet with them while you both were not in a good place? Think about it, then share in the comments. And please like, share, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, stay safe out there. And remember, trust no one.
Look at my heart, still going.
And thank y'all again. Wait 6 to 7. Wait 6 to 7. Purple and white. Purple and white.